Hey guys, what's up? Just chilling here with my wife. We're waiting to pick up our beautiful daughter, but I don't know how many couples out there watch the show Love is Blind. I mean, as couples, especially married couples, it's rare when you find a show that you can share with your significant other that the both of y'all are plugged in to watch. But this is just one of those particular shows we love to watch. You know, we got opinions on it, so I'm gonna let my wife fire away. There were 5 couples in it that stood out, that were the ones chose, that had the dynamics in it. So we'll be brief with it. I am, at least, and we'll fire down, and my wife should be as well. All right. So what's the first couple?
The first couple is going to be Brett and Tiffany.
All right. You want me to go first, or you go?
Well, I can go first with this one because there's
Yeah.
nothing much to say. They're just perfect for each other.
Okay.
They're good together. They look great together. And I like both their attitudes. It's just a great matchup.
All right. Brett and Tiffany, I thought was the best couple by far. I thought they loved each other genuinely. I thought the ages matched, so it'd be shared experiences. I thought that at her weakest moment, where she was kind of going through just the stress of getting married, her being 36 and getting married later in age, it could be stressful because you want to make sure you get it right. We got married a little bit later in life, but it was perfect. He gave us the life experience to back up the marriage. I like the fact that he did what you're supposed to do as a man, and that's comfort, keep her secure, protect. He did all of the above, and as a queen, she felt right in line in accord with that. I thought they were perfect, man. Best couple by far, easy. Generally loved each other.
I
What's the
just
next
liked
one?
his attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next couple is going to be Zach and Bliss.
You want me to go first, or you
You
go?
go first.
Well, with Zach and Bliss, in the end, they worked out. They got married. They're together now. But I gotta be honest, man. I didn't necessarily care for that brother Zach. I thought he was a flake. I mean, I'm being real. I mean, it's not gonna be a popular quote or take, because a lot of people loved them. They thought they were the perfect couple. They look great together. Me personally, I don't mind that they're together. I thought it ended up good, but the way he treated her initially was insane to me. In the pod, he chose, was Elaine, what's her name again? Elaine or Irina? Irina. Ugh. He chose one of the worst possible choices you could make in there over her. And let me tell you why it was bad. Number one, this woman went out of her way to make cupcakes for this fool on his birthday. She took the time, the effort, and made the attempt to show love and selflessness to him. But hold up, y'all. My daughter coming in here. Hello. There we go. She's part of the cast now, podcast. She didn't see the show, but, picking up. So, y'all got to deal with that. But anyway, I thought that the gesture given, making this man cupcakes on his birthday as a man, me personally, if it was me, I would have picked her off of that, because I thought the gesture was kind, loving. It showed that she had a nurturing side to her. I would have been all in. I would have thought that was so sweet of a gesture. This idiot saw that and not only brushed it aside, but he made too much of an issue of, well, you and Elena aren't getting along and I don't like it. And it's like, dude, your job there is not to police people and their relationships with each other. Your job is to choose a bride. Choose someone that you can see yourself with. I thought he treated Bliss like, I'll be real, man. I thought he treated Bliss horribly in the pod. And I think he needs to thank his lucky stars. She's seen something in this guy. She saw something in him. I thought he was awful, to be honest. I did not care for him. When Elena treated him like garbage and clowned him and said he looked weird looking. And how ironic is that? She said that. And when I saw her, I couldn't believe I mean, I was blown away, man. You know, as you're not supposed to judge people on looks, and I get that, and I'm totally about that. But the same way she was mad when she saw him, and she tried to clean it up during the reunion show. Oh, you know, I didn't like his looks, but I had a panic attack and all this nonsense. She didn't like him. She thought he looked like a cartoon character. Go and check it again. I thought they both were not lookers. They both look crazy. But only thing was, she admitted it. Like, I got to put a lot of makeup on because I got a bunch of acne. She at least admitted it. They both were not for each other, but I thought he was a fool because the choice was obvious. One woman cared about your birthday, remembered it, went, gave her time, her energy, her effort to show you it was important to her. The other one did not, laughed about it, and then did a lame attempt of putting a bunch of rose petals she probably found outside of the hotel and grabbed them and threw them down to try to make up for it last minute. You should have known by that. All right, so Zach and Bliss, they're together. I'm happy. Not a fan of Zach. I think you need to get on your knees and give the creator thanks that that woman gave you a shot, because I don't think any other woman would have, bro. And quite frankly, as a guy, you don't deserve it, man. I thought you treated her bad. Go ahead, sweet.
I don't really have much to say except that I liked their interaction during the reunion. It shows how much Bliss really is into Zach, and I like their interaction. Yes, I'm disappointed with what Zach did at the very beginning by choosing Irina. But I think they're over it. And, you know, Bliss, the better woman, got him. She got what she wanted. She's very happy and in love with him. And, you know, the only thing I can say is, you know, the way they edited it seemed like he wasn't really too into her at the beginning, but I think he loves her now.
I mean, listen, I think he's extremely grateful that this woman chose me, because at the end of the day, there's no way on earth in a regular setting he would get a woman like that, inside and out. I mean, he was a goofball. And I know I'm being hard on Zach. He's a goofball, man. I think they made this guy up to be a heroic character, and he's a goofball, man. Any man with common sense, if a woman makes cupcakes for you, goes to that trouble to show you how much she's concerned about you. And you choose the woman that could care less about your birthday, forgot it. You're a goofball, man. And I didn't feel sorry for him when Irina crapped on him and called him all kind of names and treated him like God. I didn't feel sorry in the least bit. You reap what you sow. I thought he got what he deserved, and he is extremely blessed to have Bliss. He needs to realize that. Period. That's just me.
She decided to go with him even after he chose someone else over her.
Yeah, I mean, now. But she also brought it up many times. It took her a while. She brought it up throughout the show, ad nauseum. But honestly, I don't blame her, because when she actually got a chance to see what this girl looked like, she was like, oh, every woman on the planet will react like that. Even if they tried to put on their best foot forward, their best face for the camera, they'd be like, oh, hell no, you didn't pick her over me. You picked her. And as a matter of fact, she said it in an episode where she's like, I still can't believe you chose her over me. She was mad at him for that. And she had a right. That chick was bad inside out. She looked bad inside out. And you had all the clues, you had the cheat notes, the cliff notes, and you still chose her. That says a lot about that Zach, man. Not a fan of his. You need to be very, very happy that woman chose you, bro. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that, man.
Okay, the next couple's gonna be Kwame and Chelsea.
All right, you go first. Ladies first.
I'm not even sure what to say.
I mean, I'll go. No problem, man. With Kwame Chelsea, I thought Kwame, he was a man with indecision. I thought he was flaky at different points. And he's another example of, bro, if a woman is disrespectful to you and shows you how she feels about you, and you have a good woman there that's willing to cater to you or speak to you or build you up, I don't get what the big fight and toss and turn back and forth was. Micah basically told you, no, dude, I don't choose you. I'm going to go with Paul. Him on the reunion show trying to act like, oh, no, we both mutually parted, and I wrote her this surprise breakup note and all this nonsense. Bro, you were crying in the pod. Did you forget that? We have a thing called rewind, bro. We can rewind that and play it over and over. You were crying, bro. You were crying on the couch. You had your head in your arms. You can listen, I'm an old school, call me alpha male, whatever. To see a brother doing that on the couch, I shook my head like, what are we doing here, man? You were crying, bro. Snot bubbles coming out your nose, bro, for Michael. So don't try to act like you dumped her, bro, or you was gonna mutually, bro. You were devastated. She told you no. Do you remember that? That's what happened. Just own it. Instead of trying to come up on a reunion show and saying, yo, we mutually did and I was done with her and we exhausted our possibilities. Nah, brother. You were devastated. You were crying. You were sniveling. You were like, she didn't choose me. Oh, my God. You remember that? That's what you were doing, bro. All right? That didn't work out. Another guy like Zach you need to get on your knees, bro, and thank the creator that this woman decided to go with you, bro. You ran to her as a second option. She should have been your first option, but you ran to her as the second option. She chose you. You guys ended up leaving the pods together. You disrespected her on that trip. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You stood there, brothers. Never ever do that. If you're with your lady and you know you're committed to her, and in this case they proposed marriage, even if you say, all right, I need to straighten some things out, you gotta have a level of respect. You don't stand there for 20-something minutes. This guy was there all jonesing up on her, feeling her leg. Come on, you don't do that. Because if she did that to you, you know you'd be up in there fighting. Any man with anything in him is going to be like, yo, what you doing? All right? So, I'm pretty much done talking about it. Another guy that's lucky, him and Zach on the Luck Hall of Fame. You need to be on your knees thanking the creator that she chose you. All right? And is Chelsea perfect? No. I think she could be a nag. But other than that, I think you were very disrespectful to her on that trip, and you need to be very thankful that she was able to overlook that and continue with you, bro. Fellas, don't do that, man, because you know we would not like that if our lady is out there on some next guy. We're going to be ready to do this. We're going to be ready to do that. So don't do that, man. Have a little bit of decorum about how you do that, all right? Go ahead, sweet. Kwame, Chelsea. They were put first, so they were considered like the dream couple. I think that's a joke, but all right, we'll be right back.